Matches Balone.
Hey, what is up guys? Matches Balone here, bringing you guys another DC Toy Box TV review. Today we're going to be looking at the Pop Heroes Suicide Squad number 131 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Batman. Okay, so like always guys, before we get into the actual figure review, I do want to go over the packaging. As you can see, this is your standard Funko Pop box. It is an open window box where you get to see the figure inside. Right here in the corner, we get a cartoony image of the same figure. Up top, we get a Pop Heroes logo, Suicide Squad logo, and the number 131. Batman from the Suicide Squad film is the 131st figure of the entire Pop Heroes toy line. Right here on the window, we get to see this Funko 2016 Summer Convention exclusive. So this was revealed at San Diego Comic-Con, but they were nice enough to send certain exclusive figures to stores. I actually was able to pick this up at Hot Topic, so you might want to check with them. But do know this sticker does make it a little rare. Right here across the bottom, we read Batman vinyl figure. Age recommendation of 14 and up, and we get a warning. On the side, we get to see the entirety of that cartoony image as well as another Pop Heroes logo. Right here in the bottom, we read Batman 131, and we get a DC Comics logo right here in the corner. On the back, we get to see the same cartoony image as well as another Pop Heroes logo, Suicide Squad logo, and the entirety of the Suicide Squad Pop Heroes toy line. Right here in the bottom, we get to read Batman 131, Funko logo, DC Comics logo, and a Warner Brothers logo. Then here on the side, continuing with that open window, we get to see a side view of the figure inside. Pop Heroes logo, Batman written across the back, number 131, and we get the top of that cartoony image right there. At the top of the box, we get the same cartoony image as well as another Pop Heroes logo. And right here on the bottom, we get pretty much some manufacturing details as well as a Funko logo. We do get a barcode with a sticker on top, made in China, and we get Funko's social media contacts. Yeah, that is pretty much it for the packaging, guys. We're going to get Batman out of his box and we can check him out. Okay, guys, here we have Batman out of his box. Now, this is going to start off with a little bit of a rant. Just bear with me, guys. Now, I got to say, I am extremely pissed off with Funko's quality control. I bought this at Hot Topic's website. This is brand new, coming, just recently received it in shipping. And there are a lot of kind of scuffs and gunk marks on them. Now, I don't know what's the deal. I don't know if Funko just, because they're mass producing, they don't have the greatest quality control. I don't know if Hot Topic is, kind of scamming me and putting me a used figure. I don't know what's the deal, but considering that this is a quote unquote San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, you want to present the best figure you possibly can. Now, also considering that this is a Batman figure, Batman is one of my more favorite characters. This is most likely going to be one of those characters I want to display out in front for people to see. Because he has all these kind of you could already see this big scratch right there. But because he has all these kind of gunk, scuffs, and just, plain out dirt marks on him, he's going to be one of those characters I'm going to have to put him in the back of the line. This is extremely disappointing in multiple ways. These did sell out, so it's not like I can just contact Hot Topic and send me a new one. But I'm just flat out disappointed in that. To kind of add some more insult to injury, there are some paint mishaps. If you kind of look at the eye right here, there seems to be some kind of black paint bleeding into the eyeball, as well as some white bleeding out into the mask. There seems to be another kind of speck of paint right there on his, his mouthpiece right here. If you kind of look inside of this bat emblem, there also is a little bit of paint mishap towards the top of the ear. It is kind of hard to notice because, it is a small body, But again, if this is supposed to be your, Comic-Con exclusive or summer convention exclusive, whatever you want to call it, I feel you should be, giving a top-notch product. So, I am angered. I am frustrated. I get too many of these Funko Pops that are, like this, just scuffed and marked, and they're brand new. If I'm paying you guys a price point that you guys are asking, I expect to have certain quality. You are really bordering on the point where I don't want to collect any of these figures just because this is ridiculous. I've been a collector that I stopped, and I'm getting back into collecting, and there has never been a product or a toy line that has continually give me quote unquote new figures that look like utter trash. So I am disappointed at that. That is your rant for the day, guys. But I just want to get this point across. This is not acceptable in any way, in any form. It's just like, the camera might not even be picking it up, but you can definitely pick up that one mark. And I mean, there are other people who get even more frustrated and more angry than me. Aside from all the negatives, this is still a really cool figure. It is essentially the same Batman figure that we got in the Batman v Superman toy line. The only thing different is that we have this kind of mouthpiece to him. This is for underwater breathing. In the trailers for Suicide Squad, there does seem to be a scene that Batman's gonna go dive into the water. I believe he's rescuing Harley Quinn. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't seen the film yet. But that's essentially what they wanted to design. So the only new piece in this overall figure is this mouthpiece right here. I'm gonna avoid talking about the body because if you're really interested in my thoughts on this, go check out the original Batman, Batman v Superman pop figure review. But yeah, this mouthpiece is really cool. I like the design of it, obviously, right there, how they kind of molded in all these great details. It does look really cool. I like the silver as well. That is a very nice paint. Again, you can see some more paint mishaps right there. I'm just really annoyed at that. Right here, to kind of cover up his nose, they did painted it in kind of a glossy black, so that's really cool to kind of give it some more color to this whole area. I also like the design right here was the bat. Now my sister and my brother actually think that is a little too much. He's not the Adam West Batman, so he shouldn't have his bat symbol everywhere. But I do like it. It adds a lot of characteristic to the little guy and the little figure. So I personally am a fan of that. But yeah, it looks like real, just like a real mechanical piece somebody would actually use. I can't really say too much more about there. You can see some more paint mishaps. I can't really say much more about this because, like I said, that's really the only new piece about it. If you want me to talk more in depth, just go check out my original review, guys. He does have the same articulation points as any other Funko Pop. You could rotate the head. It is nice and sturdy. It is not loose like, other Suicide Squad Funko Pop figures. So that is really good. But yeah, that is essentially it. So I am going to compare him with the original, actually several of the Batman Funko Pop figures. So up first is the Batman v Superman Pop Heroes Batman. So we're going to put him right there. Let's actually scoot both of them to the side. I also have the Batman v Superman Pop Heroes Nightmare Batman, just to add some more differences. And we have the Batman v Superman Pop Heroes Armored Batman. So this is really cool because this is essentially the different versions of Batman you can buy so far. There are some variants and kind of color exclusives to the standard Batman. But essentially, if you're looking for a different quote-unquote version of Batman, these four are all the different versions so far from the DCEU film universe. Of course, Justice League is coming out next year and Batman is in there. And eventually we'll get a solo Batman and wherever else he'll show up. So I'm sure we're going to get some more Funko Pops of him. But it is kind of cool that we already have 4 figures of the character. Now, up first, here we're going to get a kind of front view comparison. Here we have the standard Batman v Superman Batman and the new Suicide Squad Batman. So you could see this is essentially the same character. Right now I am noticing they did use some different paint. This seems to have more of a copper gold tone to the gold pieces, while this has a much more brighter gold. And also the kind of gray on his suit, this seems to be a lighter gray. So I guess there are some differences to it, but you could already see this is essentially the same body mold. I really would have wished they had a different body mold. If you guys go see my Superman False God pop figure, that had a completely different Superman body mold, and I would really appreciate them to do the same for Batman. It's just boring to get, continue to get essentially the same figure, but you could see they are practically the same except for the mouthpiece right here. So that's what makes them stand out. So yeah, looks really cool. Now we have the close-up view of the Suicide Squad Batman and the Nightmare Batman. And then, of course, right off the bat, you could see this Nightmare Batman does have some more kind of traditional clothes. It has cargo pants and a trench coat. I do compare the standard Batman with the Nightmare Batman in the Nightmare Batman review. So again, if you kind of want some more compare and contrast, go check out those reviews. Looks really cool. I even think this still has a different shade of gold compared to the Nightmare Batman, so that's also interesting. And of course, last but not least, we have Suicide Squad Batman and the Armored Batman. So this is kind of cool because these are the two characters who have, I guess, the most bat utility on them. Right, he has a full mech suit, and this has the kind of breathing apparatus right here. So that's really cool and really interesting. Of course, this has this more shiny paint, to kind of mimic the silver metal, while Batman has the more cloth material. So it looks really cool. And again, if you kind of really notice, it is a different shade of gold on the Suicide Squad Batman compared to the Armored Batman. So that is cool and interesting. But yeah, that is essentially my review on this guide. I know it is pretty much negative, and I really didn't go too much into detail, but like I said, this is essentially the same figure, just a different head. So, once again, guys, if you guys want more detail on the body, just go check out the original Batman v Superman pop figure review. So there you go. But go ahead, guys, comment down below, tell me your guys' thoughts and opinions. Are you guys picking up this Batman, or I guess have already picked him up? Do you guys have bad, Funko Pops like me? I really feel like I just get too many bad versions of these figures. Whatever your guys' thoughts and opinions are, let me know. Like the video, you guys like it, dislike it if you didn't, and subscribe, and look forward to more videos, guys. Thanks. Laters.